It's that time of day! Ugh. Yosh. Ussa! Alright, Myro. Let us remind the people. Ugh. Ugh. Where's my sip? Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Oh, my cheese roll this morning. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo. It's fucking goo. Painting goo. Where we go? Nobody knew. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo 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 goo. Ugh, heartburn. Sip. Painting goo 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 goo. Painting goo. It's painting goo. What will we goo? Nobody knew what we goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. All right, Myro. Let's bring it home. You marvelous monkey! Ugh, agua. Painting goo! Goo, goo, goo. Painting goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, goo, goo. It's painting fucking goo. It's painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Goo, goo, goo. Goo, 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 goo. Painting goo, 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 goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Painting goo. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm not weeping, you're weeping. Right, if you have any honor, pay the monkey. Pay him for such beautiful music. Greetings and welcome to another glorious episode of PEINTEINGU with me, Demigod Defender-sama. And I am a tired demigod today. Please, excuse me whilst I descend into proper PEINTEINGU posture. Here we go. The stool is stiff. Very stiff. That's a stiff stool. There we go. Finally, I have descended into proper paintingu posture, revering my magical topnatu, ready to fend off any oni who think they can interrupt the paintingu. My chi is feathery and vague today. Yesterday, I procked up the strength to do a decent workout for the first time in a long time. And fuck me, am I sore. In a good way. I feel good, but I am tired. Achy. Part of me would prefer to be horizontal right now with my eye holes shut, dreaming of returning to the glorious horrors of Chinese heaven. One day I shall return and slap that monkey! One day. But it is not today. Today we return to England to paint a pretty picture. I have no idea which bridge this is, but it's a pretty one. It's a nice bridge. Big fucking bridge. Set against a beautiful sunrise, I believe. I know not which part of England this particular bridge is located in, but I do not care. All I care about today is entertaining you with my hilarious, quirky surf and some excellent tunage, and perhaps a nice painting. I have an idea. Considering the painting goo is quite squashed. I know it doesn't look squashed, but I was going to do a giant kaiju for the brick. For those of you who missed it, we got brick, wallet, and orchestra in England. Originally, I was going to do a boat with an orchestra, sailing gracefully beneath the bridge, and have a giant kaiju brick, a red brick kaiju, climbing the bridge or something. Which I could still do. I can do whatever I want, because on this canvas, on this stream, I am God. Technically demigod still, but matters not. Right, sip. I have already had 3 cups of coffee, so I'm on the agua. Oh. I had bacon and eggs to fuel my torn muscles. And I do feel good, but I cannot wait to sleep. It will be glorious. A deep blackness awaits me. Giggity. Right! Which one of you has honor? Emmanuel Godsunu! Tame egg first inish. Your guerga, sir, is abhorrent. Says the I'm trying to think now. Oh, there's like so many like words missing from my vocabulary now. Well, fuck, like brain fart. Oh my god! Like years of speaking Osquelga just like fluttering out the window. Right, Margiu, Emmanuel, Stabarustama, and Desmondo. Desmondo has returned. How are you? How's the female? Oh, glorious. Max Salberu, welcome. Welcome, the Japonaitu who have honoru. My chief fro Rikamarassus, but painting who shall rift my spirits. That's what I'm here for, brother. To make the day easier. Pro tip to cut down the acid in your coffee. Add a touch of sea salt while brewing. It will lessen the salt. Interesting. I used to put butter salted butter in my coffee. Perhaps I should go back to doing that. Butter in the coffee is absolutely glorious. Emmanuel is having Cutter for dinner. Not bad. Some bacon, some soup, some potatoes. Not bad, not bad at all. My father was fond of Cutter. Myself, I prefer a good stew. My mother's stew is excellent. Potatoes, carrots, minced beef, dumplings. The dumplings are fantastic. Dumplings. A pretty bridge indeed. There are many things wrong with it that I have picked out. Not to mention the fact that the fucking canvas buckled in my absence. Look at it. There is now a white line descending down because it peered back. Fucking tape. Weak bitch. Can't even hold on to paper. I recommend more fiber to ease the stour. Sometimes the stour is stiff, sometimes it's smooth. You just gotta deal with it. Looks like London Tower Bridge. Methinks it is just I think Tower Bridge. Yeah, I think it's Tower Bridge. Or it's called Tower Bridge. I'm not sure. I have no idea. Resin the acid I meant to. Yeah, because when I read that, I was like, add a touch of salt. It were resin the salt. I was like, okay. That's how tired I am. Like, even, like I noticed that when I read the comments, and I was still like, cool. Whatever you say. Forklift typing, difficult. So have an image of you, like, phone out on the steering wheel. Steering with your, like, hands in the center of the thing, like, just typing away on YouTube, like. Oh. No accidents in warehouses were caused while making this stream. I promise. Right, I need something to wake me the fuck up. Where's my tunes? What's the most, like, obnoxious shit I have on this playlist? I need something just, like, stupidly invigorating right now. I'm just so tired. Everything, like my traps, my shoulders, my thighs, my back, I hit the lot, like. It's hilarious how, like, you don't need to lift heavy weight to, like, really fuck yourself up. Like I literally just have like 20 kilos, which is fucking nothing, like. But, like, the whole, like, I've been watching this guy called Mike Israetel. He's funny. Like, he says some degenerate, like, wildly sexual stuff, but, like, he's fucking funny. Like, he's this, like, tiny, bald-headed, like, muscle-bound freak, but he's really articulate and very charismatic, and he really knows his shit, seemingly anyway. Like, everything from bodybuilding to, like, you know, he does jiu-jitsu as well or something. Like, he's definitely, like, the type of guy that you wouldn't want getting hold of a limb. Just like, like, snap your fucking forearm or elbow or knee, or, like, rip open your fucking foot, like, your ankle, like, you know, like. I don't, like, do you remember, am I the only one that remembers that used to be a thing in, like, movies in, like, the 90s and 80s or something, like, those, especially, like, those, like, martial arts flicks, where, like, somebody would, like, go to kick someone, or somebody would get tackled to the ground. I think Tony used to do it in, like, Ong Bak and shit, like, or he'd get someone and he'd get their foot and just, like, turn the foot 180 degrees. And they were always on the ground, like, like, struggling, and then he'd, like, you know, like, I'd say Bruce Lee did it a few times or something. I'd have to go back and watch, like, but it's like one of those intense martial arts things where it's like they frame the whole thing, and he's like, he's got the foot, and your man's like on the ground struggling, and then he's just like, you know, like, pulls his face and all, like.
turns his foot 180 degrees, and your man's just like, oh, like that would be so painful. There's one in, if you've never seen the Raid movies, if you're a fan of action movies and like martial arts flicks, Asian or not, like foreign or not, like, you know, but like this one's like, what are they, Malaysian? I think they're Thai or Malaysian. The Raid movies, the Raid and then the Raid Redemption, they're fucking whopper action movies. They're like some of the two of the best action movies that come out in like the last 10 years. It's just solid action, like from start to finish. In both of them, it's like the second one's like totally different. First one, all of it goes down in one apartment block, and in the first 20, I think it's the first 15 or 20 minutes, they run out of ammo, and it's just criminals and cops, and they're fighting hand to hand, and it's like so fucking amazing. It's so well choreographed, so well shot, has a decent narrative for like just a raw action movie. Blew up the internet. The both of them did, like. But there's a scene in a prison in the second one, and like they usually just have this like, you know, desolate sand recreational area in the prison, but it's after piss and rain because it's like monsoon season in Indonesia or whatever, like, so it's just this thick goopy clay all over the place. And a fucking wild prison fight breaks out. People are getting shanked. People are getting like bludgeoned to death. People are getting strangled. The cops come in, like, you know, with their shields and the batons and all. Everyone's getting stuck in the mud. It's like laborious and fucking, you know, just like draining just to move. Never mind fight and all. Like, and there's this one guy that comes at the main character and throws a kick at him while the main character is on one knee. So he goes to soccer kick him while the main character is on one knee, and he catches your man's leg. It's like, as far as like bullshit things that would never happen, like, you know what I mean? But it's still like ridiculously entertaining when it happens. Like the first time he did it, I was like, oh god, oh jeez. When he catches your man's leg mid kick. Man goes to soccer kick him, and he catches his leg. So he's got one hand, his right hand is below the knee, and his left hand is above the knee. And you're supposed to, like your suspension of disbelief is supposed to be so extensive in this moment that you can just give it a pass to the fact that he just goes, ah! And like turns his fucking, he turns his shin at like a 90-degree angle. Like, your man throws a kick at him and stops, obviously, halfway because his leg gets caught. But then there's that, like, martial arts choreography, like, 5-second delay where it's like, I am attacking you. Ah, you have countered my attack by catching my leg. Oh, no. Like, all this, like, anime shit. Like, do you know what I mean? It's not that long, but it's, like, long enough for him to be like, huh? You know, like, cuts out reaction time. He just catches his leg. And then just like turns it like from below the knee, just pushes his leg at 90 degrees. Like I get it would like if you were a chiropractor or a physio, like, you know what I mean, and like the person was just lying there inert, and you're like, relax, click. Like, do you know what I mean? You would be able to manipulate somebody's limb like that if you had enough torque and whatever. But to catch someone who's trying to like do you harm, to catch their leg, and like obviously they're gonna pull back, they're gonna lock up, they're gonna brace, they're gonna fucking frame off you, they're gonna try and do loads of shit. They're not just gonna stand there while you go, ha, and like snap their leg like a fucking popsicle stick, like, do you know what I mean? Just like, but it's incredibly entertaining. Really fucking good. And like most of the shit, I think it's like the most unrealistic thing that happens in both movies. No, I'm not even playing. Most of the rest of the shit is like quite believable and like well choreographed, like for the most part. Like, but that bit is just the way he just catches his leg and it's just like, yeah, and your man's leg is like here, and then it's over here. Like, it's like totally 90 degrees. Just like, man holding onto his leg and it's just like, like, man, you'd fucking probably pass out from that kind of pain. Like, you know, someone just like like the noise of that would be fucking sickening. Like your cartilage and your ligaments and your tendons and all just like like pop 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 pop. Like, oh god, brutal shit.
Ah, Denmark Baru. Oh hey, welcome to PEINTEINGU.
Right, I was saying that I need something just like stupid. I need something really epic. What I need to do is like put even more music in my playlist now. Don't get me wrong, the new metal one's pretty good. Is new metal enough? I think new metal might be enough to get my chi flowing. And then we'll move on to some synthy shit. That is not new metal. Fucking ads, man.
Yes! The perfect music for painting a bridge! Right! Let's get some goo on this parrot. Painting goo! I place my royal rag upon my demi-divine knee in preparation for the goo. Oh! Painting goo! Oh! I forgot to cleanse the chi! I send cleansing vibrations through the interwebs to all you filthy mortars. May it help, somehow. Okay, my chi is beginning to flow now. Painting goo! Painting goo! Right. Painting goo! We got a rod of black and we got a rod of white. Why is the black so much bigger than the white? We get the bitches wet. Methinks this a one. And this a one. This a one. I'm gonna use all the bitches today. Ugh. Oh shit! The bitches are on the loose! Shit! The bitches are making a break for it. Ugh. I'll just leave those ones in there for the moment. I don't need all the bitches at the same time. One by one is fine. This brack is so gooey, I rub it. Painting goo. The smell is glorious. It's fantastic. Painting goo. Right, now the cheese throwing. Remember to keep the bitches wet and to beat them regularly. Right, we shall continue with the bridge for the moment. And then place the boat here. And then place the orchestra on the boat. Oh yes, that's what I was saying earlier. My plan is to do a bunch of bricks playing the instruments as the orchestra. We got orchestra, warret, and brick. For those of you who are deaf, but you're watching my stream, we got brick, wallet, and orchestra in England. Now that you're caught up, let's go with this. Some white. And some black. We'll make some gray. Stick some highlights on this bitch. A few squirts of my tiny mister to allow the goo to flow freely. Right. A bit darker down here. Painting goo goo goo. Painting goo goo goo. Slowly but surely, a beautiful scene shall form before your very eyes. And if you have any honor, you will pay for painting! Click the link in the description. The doc has a strip disc in his back and might doze off on 40 milligrams of morphine. Oh, rookie you!
Winning the lotto.
Give me some drugs.
But you can never forget his
There's me I'm complaining about being sore after doing like a decent workout yesterday. You're doped out of your head because you slipped a disc. How'd you slip a disc? What were you doing? You slip a disc fingering a guy's ass? How the fuck did you manage that? Brack can be a pressing. Oh, Brack can be a blessing and a curse. Can be beautiful and deadly at the same time. Indeed. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. painting goo goo. Goo 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 goo. Painting goo, painting goo, painting goo. If you bucker anymore, I will rip you asunder. I swear. Can't stand it when they bucker. Painting goo goo, painting goo goo, painting goo goo. Painting goo goo, goo goo, goo goo.
Doesn't really work, the meds. I tied my shoe. Oh, I know what that feels like. I'm not even playing. Like, when I was like, well, I don't even know. I think I was like 17 or 18, like years ago. I think I've said this before. I'm not sure, but like, the bulging disc I have like halfway up my spine happened years ago, and I just like never like. It didn't like bother me that much, and I didn't like, you know, see a chiropractor at the time, whatever, like. But I'm pretty much like convinced that's when it actually happened. Because I remember just like, I didn't even bend down to pick anything up. I just like slightly just dipped a little bit, like just bent over a tiny bit to pick something up in my room years ago, and I felt a pop and an intense pain instantaneously. I was just like, oh! Like, and then like I was fine afterwards. I was grand, like there nothing. I know, working out, doing stuff, like it was fine. I was just like, what the fuck was that? Like, and then years later, someone's like, oh, one of your discs, like one of your vertebrae is like out a bit. I was like, really? So that's why I feel like shit like all the time. Like I've had chronic back issues for years, and like it's wild how much it affects you. It's like if it's not so bad that you like, you know, end up in hospital, but it's bad enough that you've chronic discomfort. But then you're the type of person to just kind of put up with shit like that. Like, especially if you're like in my younger years where I was like smoking and drinking and like doing shit all the time. So like a lot of that would like numb the pain, you know? Ridiculous behavior. Ridiculous behavior. Not speaking from personal experience or anything. Been in bed for 36 hours, it's fucked up. Always remember where you put the piss book. Like being bedridden and then having to go for the fucking toilet. Even if it's not your back, like if you just have like a really bad flu or like you're like dying sick and then you need to get up and do anything, it's just like, oh god, give me strength. It's fucking horrible. Always remember where you put the piss bucket. That's hilarious. You could always administer your own catheter. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, you'd want to have, like... You'd want to be seriously motivated to do something like that, like... Or drugged out of your mind. Maybe I should. Worst pain I've had when I cough, it's like getting stabbed in the kidney. Oh, so it's like it's in the lower back, is it? It's in the lumbar region. The lumbar apparently is like the most common area, like, and I think it's because Westerners sit too much. Yeah, I think it's because we sit too much. And that's from personal experience. I have spent way too much time sitting on my fat ass. I wish I had a fat ass. Painting goo 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 goo. Yeah, L5S1 or something. It's so annoying the way they number out. Like, I got handed that thing as well. She, like, gave me a card with, like, it told me where I had, like, what spots in my spine and around my spine, like the muscle groups connected to your spine, where I had, like, big knots and stuff, like, and there was, like, 7 places, and she was like, this one's your big issue. You have, like, a bulging disc. It's not, like, popped or anything. You haven't, like, you know, pulled it, or, like, it's not, like, totally out. It's just a little bit swollen. And it's like a little bit distended, and it's like causing you like a lot of stress in that area or whatever. And that, like, that whole thing of like what is it? It's like compensation, like muscle groups that end up compensating for other muscle groups. And basically, what my problem is that like I had sciatica on one side for ages, so I can't, like, my left side's a bit weak in certain areas, and then I had the thing in the center of me back. So, and then I'd spend a lot of time like either like, you know, slouched like this playing video games, or like this playing video games, like sitting forward and stuff, like, so like just bad posture for years and shit. But I always did a lot of walking. I think it was one of the reasons why I was always so lean as well, is because I'd walk like all the time, everywhere. And so basically, between my feet, my toes being like, you know, pushed together like a lot of Westerners, again, because the whole toe, fucking pointed toe thing. So your big toe not being where it's supposed to be changes your walking gait. Go-to-bear probably know what I'm talking about and all, like. But it's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down, because like you'd be surprised how much it affects your overall health. Anything to do with your feet, and then anything to do obviously with your spine, is obviously way more like, you know, it's like, well, duh, it's your spine, like, you know. But your feet, not so much, you wouldn't think. But because everything is like, it's like your roots, like, you know, your feet and your lower back and your ass. That's why the lumbar is like, you know, they get it's like the most one of the most common, or if not the most common area that's like damaged and shit. Like, it's like, I think it's funny because it's like basically like a physical manifestation of the Western culture having like a weak spine, you know. I kid, but I fear for you. Oh, I fear I fear for you. I love Japu. It like it can be so confusing but hilarious sometimes. I fear for you. I mean, I feel for you. I mean, I fear for you. Time heals most wounds. PEINTEINGU looks good. Ah, domo. And yes, I completely agree. If you just take a week off and just do nothing, just take it easy and just do fuck all, but like go for a walk or something, like, maybe, you know, most shit just heals itself, which is just a testament to how crazy, like, cool our bodies are. PEINTEINGU.
Goo goo goo. Goo goo goo. Traction worked well for me when I slipped the disc. Yeah, hanging from a bar, yeah, real good for you. Hanging from a bar is real good for you, cause like it's one of those things that your body is just biomechanically capable of. So if you just get into a resting state in a hang for like 30 seconds, I can't wait to be able to stand up. What's next? Coffee roasting? I know, like, when you're, like, flatlined by an illness or, like, a fucking physical ailment for a while, and then, like, you appreciate just being able to get up and go for a piss. Like, it's hilarious. Like, you get wiped out by something for a few weeks or even a few days. And then, like as somebody who smokes, I get wiped out by something for a while, like, and then, like, the first cigarette I have after a couple of days of, like, not being able to do that, and, like, I've smoked while sick. How stupid is that? Like, I went to the dentist, and, like, they're like, yeah, don't smoke, and I was like, yeah, alright, yeah. Still smoking. Like, why? Like, 'cause you're addicted, that's why. So stupid. Painting. Goo goo goo. Painting. Goo goo goo. Just some more work on the bridge. I know the whole thing's the bridge. This part. Bit of brew. I have no interest in your gambling, demon. A dash of red. A dash of aqua green. And a spot of yarrow. Alright, what kind of boat am I going to make it like a barge or a ferry of some sort? I suppose this is supposed to be kind of beige. Let's see if we can put a layer of color over it. Any chance we could get some bad teeth in this goo? You racist fuck. Makes sense being the United Kingdom and all. Do one of the bricks with just a big goofy smile. A Nigel Thornberry. Great Lord Nelson's trousers. Elijah,
I'm Nigel Fondry.
Come and experience the wonders
Fucking,
of
I love that voice.
Let's go. And follow it.
I love that voice. Like there was a voice that fucking was it? I was catching up on Owen's stream and fucking he's doing The Wizard of Oz, and one of the characters in that movie sounds hilarious. I can't even remember it now. It's pure like, huh? Like it's not one of the Munchkins. It's one of the like one of the other dudes, like, and he's got this pure like this really weird, really distinct voice, like like this vibration to his tone, like it's just so fucking funny, like. And then for some reason that made me think of Meatwad out of fucking Thing. Oh, so. Like, you're gonna suck. Like, I fucking love Meatwad. There's like, it's like Homer Simpson's voice, like, you know, like there's like certain voices that like are just, they're just so funny to just say shit in. Like the Indian accent. The Indian accent's fucking brilliant with it. And Indian speaking English is just one of the funniest fucking things around, like. Hello, sir. I'm making this thing look way more gothic than it actually is. Probably gonna end up doing it a favor. Good. I went to a physiotherapist for traction. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Just admit it. You went to a therapist because you're Canadian. It's like one of those comments you'd see on YouTube or something. As a Canadian, I've been in physiotherapy, psychotherapy, and spiritual therapy since I was a young boy.
I have no interest in your gambling, I said. Fucking demons are relentless. Look at it! A touch of colour, and it's glorious. Almost looks like it's made of gold. Oh! Bacon. Danish pelagic coffee brand launching. Brewed from a bed in Denmark. Coffee so strong it feels like morphine. Buy new Den Cafe today. Coffee so strong it will leave you bedridden. Coffee so strong it'll leave you bedridden. That's so like, it just cuts to a guy who's lying in bed. And he's just like wide-eyed. He's like, fuck me, that's some strong coffee. It's just in bed. Like, give me some of that white, you bitch. Oh, no, that's not right enough. Or is it? Is that right? Oh, kind of. Painting. Goo goo. We replaced the caffeine. We replaced the caffeine with fentanyl. Instead of your man, like from fucking it's one of the Fridays, isn't it? Yeah, he's like that tweaker. He's like, I got these cheeseburgers, man. I suck a dick, man. Like, like, I got these coffee beans, man. I suck your dick, man.
I don't think I've ever come across something that I'm like that with. Like, swear to God, like, cause I'll just go through periods where, like, you could easily say that I get, like, addicted to something. But then, like, I've gone on holidays, and then sometimes I've just, like, haven't been able to get anything or something, like, you know, or sometimes I just stop, like, I get bored of it, or oversaturated of something or some shit, like. And I've never felt like, you know, oh, like an overwhelming sense of desire for something. There's always that part of my brain that's just like, oh well, I may as well occupy myself because like that's not happening. And then I just like get on with it. Like the worst effect from anything I've ever had is a hangover from beer. Like that, like the amount, how gassy I would get and how hungover I would get, like totally turned me off beer. And like anytime I did coke, my nose would get like really fucked up. Now, having said that, it's probably because I was doing some stepped on benzo stuff, but like, it is what it is. Like, but it turned me like I was like, coke's not my thing, because like every time I did it, it like made me look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with a flu. Like, oh, like. So I didn't like wasn't a fan of it, like, and even then when I thought about it, I was like, the buzz you get off it and all, like, I'm not a fan of like the angst that certain things give you. Like, whatever you do, never take ecstasy on your own in bed because you're bored. Take it from me, don't do that. It's not a good idea. Maybe I should go darker. Should go darker. Yeah, I could probably go darker. Little did we know Denmark has developed a heroin addiction. If anyone runs with that, all I want is a mere 33% of the precious profits. A mere 33% of the precious profits. Can't sleep when I quit morphine, even after only a few days with 10 milligrams only. Get this intense unrest in my legs and bones. Jesus Christ. Your nervous system's starting to be all jacked. That's when your nervous system's like, what's going on? What the fuck? Where's the morphine, man? Couldn't get the stuff? Like, come on, nigga. I mean, like, you holding out on me? There has to be a way, like, I don't know how you do it, but like there has to be a way to like either wean yourself off it, or I think sometimes it can be good to just like, you know, bite the bullet and purge your system through just be like, you know, just like, right, I'm not doing it. But then obviously, like, you need to sleep. You know, if you don't sleep, you'll get worse, because one of the main things of like health is like good regular sleep. That's one of those things that's just like so fucked up, like with health, as far as the mainstream is concerned. It's like, take 2 of these, call me in the morning. It's fucking like, they well know that just like sleeping is what fucking heals you, like, you know, like. Be a pain in the hole sometimes. Time and sleep, exercise, water, and like whole, like, you know, proper food, which is just hilarious when you think about it. All of this like money put into like drugs and science and diets and all that shit. It's like, no, just like chicken, broccoli, butter, fucking, you know, potatoes, whatever, potatoes. I don't care. I call them potatoes. Like, fuck off. It's potatoes. Fuck you. Taters. Potatoes. It kind of sounds like him saying bidets. Bidets.
Make more meals for less with Dunnes Stores, where you'll save on all the ingredients for
I get the heroin addicts. Yeah. Weed and strong beer. Isn't heroin legal there? I don't. Heroin's not legal anywhere. Like, what the fuck? Goddamn Canadians. Isn't heroin legal there? Denmark Bear's like, I fucking wish. Like. Get a bit darker than that, so yeah, basically we need to go into the brown region. That didn't sound right. I basically need to go into the brown region. I mean on the color wheel. You sick fuck. There we go. We kind of got it there. No, too much of a contrast. Maybe no. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that bad.
very yellow. Ugh, recipe.
Bite-a-toes. I'm on NyQuil and sleepy time tea, and soon an edible. I will relax this flu into submission. Yeah, the man flu is a bad one. When you get it, like you're just like a useless bitch. Unless you just jack yourself up with sugar and caffeine. Like one of the most like delirious states to be in is like tired and have the flu and be at work.
Monday nights as well, because Monday night
And you're just trying to like pound coffee out of it just to try and give yourself the pep to get through the fucking day and all, like, and then you finally get home after it and like you're just like you feel like you don't feel like you're gonna die, but like every so often like you kind of get that thought where like you just like it's like I totally relate to what Owen was saying there the other day. It's like sometimes you get that delirious like, oh my god, I'm so ill, like you can't breathe without coughing, you can't swallow without like pain, you can't move without discomfort, like sometimes it does feel like you're fucking dying. Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. PEINTEINGU. I'm really into this lately. This is what I was working out to. Shit slaps. Had it bad last year, yeah. Nothing worse than being sick and having a warehouse job. Like, you could argue that the manual labor like helps you sweat it out quicker, but like you're just so not on form. It's fucking brutal, like the contrast between me working when I'm like well fed, well slept, and like in a good mood and shit, versus me working sick. Like I slow way down because I'm just like I can't not focus on how much rest I need. My body's just like, you need to sleep, and it's like, yeah, but I can't sleep, I have stuff to do. If I don't do the stuff, they won't pay me, they'll fire me, like, do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, but like, dude, you're gonna pass out, like. It's like, yeah, but I can't. It's like, and then couple that with the fact that like typically you don't give a fuck about your work, like, you know, you don't have any like, you're not invested emotionally or whatever in the stuff that you're doing, like, so you couldn't give a fuck about it, like. Oh, the whole concept of a job is just like crazy. It's like everything else, like that cynical fucking, like, you know, be a part of society and all, like, and then you have that like poetic thing of like being a part of a sick society, like, you know, and it's so backwards the way they're like, you know, well, you should just get a job. It's like the whole concept of having a job now is totally fucked. Like we're human beings. You're supposed to have a purpose. I'm all up for, like, you know, not being lazy and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Not being a fucking good for nothing wanker. But at the same time, the whole concept of, like, slaving away for years for a bunch of people who couldn't give a fuck about you, and if they could get cheaper workers, they would, and they will, and they have no problem, like, completely fucking you over or treating you like shit or giving you a load of bullshit excuses for stuff in work. Like, I just can't stand being lied to. That was one of the things that really turned me off going back to work when I'd started painting. Not just the fact that I was making a bit of money doing it, I was like, why would I subject myself to that again? Like, I'm my own boss now. I can do shit when I want, like how I want and all that shit. And then after a year of that, that's what you do. You start, like I did, started to face the problems of, like, the whole, it's hard to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go for a jog when you're sleeping in silk sheets and all that shit. Because, like, there is incredible benefits to working for yourself. That's completely undeniable, like. But then there's also a lot of, like, it goes both ways. There's pros and cons to it. Like, there are days where I would appreciate a boss, but not in the sense of, like, somebody who has authority over me, but like a mentor, you know? Because that's how it used to work. Is like, you used to have a mentor, you used to have a master of whatever craft you were in and shit. Like, I would fucking love if I was, like, under the tutelage of, like, a master painter. That'd be so fucking cool. Learning all these, like, secret techniques, like, handed down throughout the years and shit. Like, that'd be something I'd fucking love. Like, go to Japan for a few years and even if I could just watch, let alone, like, work with or get lessons off of, like, even if I could just watch a master, like a watercolor, like a Japanese watercolor artist, like the real OGs who did some of the 90s anime stuff. So good. Get some Asian chicken soup with all that good stuff, like garlic, ginger, and plenty of chili. Yeah, like, garlic's great for when you're sick. So is ginger, so is turmeric. Just get all the spices into it. It was worse. I got sick on holiday, spent the entire vacation in bed sick. Oh, that's brutal. Jobs are overrated, but a steady income isn't. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you can't just be like, fuck having a job. You need, like, a means of existing, you know, and that's where they have you by the bollocks, because it's like, good luck trying to compete, like, you know. And it's not just it's also that, like, the environment you're in is so saturated with, like, other people, a lot of them doing, like, they're there before you and they're doing better shit, you know. So that's that whole, like, what have you got that other people don't, you know? And I think I'm kind of lucky in that regard. Like, I'm kind of blessed with, like, fuck all people, like, want to do what I want to do. Not that they can't, but they're just not doing it, you know? Like, I think the vibe of this stream, and then I think, like, the work I want to do myself and I'm trying to do in the background, is quite unique. And I would like to, years down the line, be remembered as, like, just like a good artist, you know, or a great artist. who created many beloved things, you know, like cartoon characters or something like. Like I said a while ago, I kind of resigned myself to the idea that when I have a bit of money, I should invest in like a digital pad or something, like, and learn how to do basic animation. Because the shit that we do here and the shit I come up with myself is funny. It's fucking funny, man. Like, forget like the potential to like have like a market into the children's toys market or something, because that's like a ridiculous market. But I'd love to have my own like plush of like a shark, just this big dopey like perfectly spherical, bright yellow cheetah patterned, derpy looking shark. I just love the idea of it, like. I also love the idea of, like, I really did, like, I know I haven't done any of the tactical turtle shit in a while. But it's just, like, seriously, just trying to have the energy to do this every day. Like, it's fucking wild, like. That and like making sure I have the energy to fucking cook the dinner and go get the stuff for the dinner and do the bins and clean up and all this fucking shit. And I feel like a housewife sometimes. Although I say that and it's like I actually do like washing dishes. Not even gonna lie, like. I don't get cynical about my job. I like the fact that if I don't show up, people don't eat. We supply a lot. That's what I liked about working in warehouses. Was like, I'm part of. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're helping. That's the way I always like. That's the way I see what I do on the stream now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just help. I'm a part of like the day that everybody does and shit like. Like, as long as you're active and, like, doing shit, how much money you make doesn't really matter, but, like, obviously you have to make enough to, like, get by. Because, like, I've faced that, like, frustration where I'm like, I'm not making enough money, I'm not making enough money, I'm not making enough money, but, like, but then I make a bit of money. It really is, like, what Owen says, where it's just, like, if you just have faith and like believe in what you're doing, shit just works out. Especially if you get those kind of like winks from God and you're paying attention and you're doing shit for the right reasons. Like, that's what I thought was funny when I went for that fireman gig, because I was like, yeah, maybe I should get a part-time gig, and then like that just like showed up, and then it went like so shit. I had a shit experience before the interview, then did a great interview, and then they didn't even follow up with me. They just sent me a letter like, yeah, you're good, thanks. Like, the whole like, unfortunately, we're going with someone else or whatever. Like, unfortunately, this time you were unsuccessful. It's like whatever. And I was quite upset because I was like, "You fucking serious?" Like, the thing that really frustrates me in life is when you make the effort despite a load of like already existing challenges and stuff, and like you get yourself motivated and you're like, yeah, fuck it, like I'll do this and all, like, and then it goes tits up and you're just like, oh, for fuck's sake, why did I bother my whole, like, sure. But then there's other shit that you do and it really pays off and you're like, oh, thank fuck. Like, it's just, it is, like, life is incredibly reliable and consistent, and then also at the same time incredibly unreliable and inconsistent. Like, just being with a woman for a long period of time, like, you'll learn, it's just like, woo. Like, just gotta ride the wave, man. It's like, oh, she's like this today? Oh, okay. It's too orange. I've been away from work since Tuesday. I had a dream about work, so my conscience is getting to me about. I might have to turn to prostitution, at least part-time. Oh, Jesus. Dick Fordu! Welcome. I feel like Kevin Spacey applying for a job at McDonald's in American Beauty. Better. Oh boy, oh boy! A tiny hat just rubbed his hands when you said that to him. A full life-size Chark furry suit would be hilarious running around as your mascot. It's like, they wouldn't even be running around in a suit. They'd just be in one of them balls that's like made of fur. Like, gotta like slap the thing and watch them roll. Like, isn't that right, Charky? Like, just the expression on the thing while they roll around, like. Haha, I want a job with the least amount of responsibility. Oh, stop.
There's still
My fucking, like, the female complains about it, like, every so often, that the people that she manages, like, she's like, oh god, like, why are you asking me this question? Why are you fucking, like, you know? I had brief, minor experiences when I was working in warehouses where I'd be, like, you know, briefly in charge of, like, 2 other lads or something. And even, yeah, like, even that, sometimes I'd just be like, oh my god, you're retarded. I think it's another thing that I got really annoyed with, was, like, constantly being told how, like, how decent of a worker I was, and how good of a worker I was, and, like, how hard of a worker all these, like, positive things of, like, and, like, it's like it doesn't matter, you know? So fucking demoralizing. Just being lied to on, like, multiple levels. So fucking... Like, that's the sort of thing that, like... past, like, in, like, past times where I've had, like, you know, like, a violent or murderous thought where I'm like, you fucking, like, if I could get away with it, I swear to God, I'd, like, bust into your gaff in the middle of the night, just kill yous all, like, because it's like, they just go about their day after, like, really negatively affecting your life, and they go on, like, it's like, oh yeah, well, that's how it is. It's like, what the fuck? That's one of the things that's, like, so fucked up about today's society, is the, like, the total acceptance and tolerance of, like, how shit things are. It's like, you people just accept this to be your reality, like, yeah, sure, what could you do, like? Wild to me, like. And it's that frustration of dealing with other people's problems then, like, do you know what I mean? Or not even other people's problems, like, the result of other people's behavior, and you're left dealing with it. Not your fault, not your problem, but you're dealing with it. And you're just like, Jesus Christ. Like, it is the sort of thing that, like, that's what I thought was so funny when Owen was like, I don't care anymore, take the vaccines. I'm subscribing to fucking George Soros' Patreon, like. It's so true, because, like, you get to a point, because of the way a lot of people behave, you end up getting to a point where you're just like, fuck them, let it burn. Like, I'm done trying to help. But it's not just being done trying to help, you know. With me, it was like, I'm done giving my energy to something that, like, not only doesn't really provide me with, like, life energy and sustenance and, like, satisfaction and, you know, make me grateful to be alive or whatever, like, to me, like, it demoralizes me, tires me, bores me, all these fucking things, but then also treats me like shit and lies to me, you know, like, bigs you up and then just discards you, you know, like, and you're just like, why would I? It's like being in a bad relationship, like, do you know what I mean? Why would I put up with this? Like, fuck this bitch, like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Thinking about getting health insurance.
and that's what it is true, like, you know, like, it's all a choice.
You'll get 1 month free.
Cause, like, I see dudes who, like, you see the guys in work, like, pick something, like a mechanic shop, like, you know, your local Aldi, like, anything. There's the guys who are just happy because they choose to be happy. And then there's the guys that could be happy but choose to be miserable. Like, loads of reasons in my head anyway, like, you know, all the time to complain. Or like today, right? Today I had quite a strong urge to cancel PEINTEINGU because I was so tired. Because I didn't feel like I could bring the whole, like, you know, and I haven't really, like, to do. I'm quite like blasé today, like. But I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do the whole, like, you know, greetings, Japanites! Today we return. Like, I just don't have it today because I'm tired, you know. But that doesn't mean I shouldn't do the stream, you know. Like, sure, you'd get some dickhead, maybe, like some YouTube subscriber, more than likely. That'd be like, oh, he didn't, like, stay in character at all today. I was looking forward to some wacky entertainment, and all I got was some tunes and conversation. It's like, fuck off then, like. Just a dirty yellow. A dirty yellow! Goodbye, maxed out Beru. Domo arigato. Remember to smash that like button like it has insulted your ancestors. And if you have any honor, you will pay for PEINTEINGU. Oh! It's not as eggy as I thought it would be. Had 2 eggs, 4 slices of bacon. Thought my burps were gonna be like way more eggy. How's that? Yeah, that's okay. 2025 should be fun. So far, it's shaping up to be quite a mental year. Lots of job openings in the USA here. Even worse with the problem can't be solved as well. Yeah, like, when something has gone, like, so beyond the pale, or just to a point where it's like, you should really just, like, pull it all down and start again. Or... like, fuck it, like, you look at something that's, like, you know, totally, like, Gaza. Like, when you see, like, obviously I haven't been there, so I don't know, but, like, when you see pictures and all, it's like, it literally looks like a blasted hellscape. And all this talk of, like, you know, who owns it, and, like, Palestinians are orcs, and, like, all this fucking, like, it's just... the same people that will talk about human rights are the same people that will commit genocide. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like, they're the types that I end up wanting to kill. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, it's you we need to kill, you fucking hypocrite scum. Hypocrites are, yeah, like... hypocrites are very frustrating. When you notice a pattern with someone, and you're like, so hang on a minute, a week ago you said this, but now you're doing this? That's some fucked up shit. Like, there's something, like, primal about that where you're like, you're so fake. It's disgusting to me. I suppose I could move on. The bridge is pretty, like... it's not like... sometimes I can spend too much time on, like, something, you know. It's like, it's good enough. It looks good enough. Fuck it, like, I don't care. I need to paint an orchestra, a wallet, and a brick. There may be many bricks. We'll see what happens. Kind of wanna use this color, but you know. The boat or barge or whatever I do, it's gonna need to be here. Just do it like this. Platform there. And then do it like that. Go all the way back. Make it a really wrong boat. I need to change the angle on that.
It can affect us all.
What, being gay? I need to change the angle. Let's go more up like this. Yeah? Yeah, even more a little bit. You could go even more. So like here. Yeah, that looks alright, yeah. That looks okay. Need to extend the shadow. Probably would cover the whole thing at that angle. I think it would anyway.
better.
You sent in a proposal, but your manager has so many questions.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I think of just putting a railing around this and then just slapping them in the middle, like. But I want it to look like a barge. So I might some like wood grain on it, maybe. I don't know. Painting. Goo goo. Painting. Goo goo. Make it a very dark browner. There's something about the vibe to music like this. I find it very conducive to intense exercise. Don't know what it is. I got a really good workout in. And I know I did, because today I feel like trash. That's a lie. I don't feel like trash, I'm just sore. Just being a bitch. You know, like when you do a good workout, the second you wake up the next day in the bed, you're just like you can feel it before you move. There's like a hum over like
whatever parts of the, but it's usually most of my body, because I every time I work out, I try and hit like everything. And like I'll wake up and I'll just be like, like Sideshow Bob out of The Simpsons when he gets hit with them mops. She's like, like, I'm gonna go up out of the bed and it's like, oh, like, so stiff. Painting. Painting. Goo. 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 I made you! Love you too. Like, would you see the... I'm trying to think now, like, how would the water look? Well, first of all, I think the shadow down here is actually going to go further out. Like down here. Painting, goo, goo, goo. I was thinking just some tires with some ropes, you know? At least then it would look like more ship-like. But I just thought it'd be handy to just put a platform where they could put loads of them, or at least a few of them. Yeah. We shall see how it goes.
You'll be hearing things about blood sacrifice, death, occultic symbols, the upside-down cross, possession, distorted faces, darkness. All these things are involved in satanic worship.
Painting, goo, 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 goo. There's so much yellow.
Paintingu. Paintingu.
Now pay attention again to the beat of the drums, and then listen.
Now pay attention again to the sounds of the demons.
You hear screams in the background.
Can you hear the screams? Can you hear the screams?
People becoming
Make sure you can hear the screams. What is this? What are you trying to sell me? What is it?
Easy. Find a pet.
Easy. Fuck off my stream. Just a little bit there. Yeah, there we go. Right. I'm gonna leave it there. A barge is in place. The bridge has gotten a coat of euro. Tomorrow we do the bricks. Playing the instruments. English Brick Orchestra is a hilarious name for a painting group, if I do say so myself. Right, my beloved Japanites! I hope you have enjoyed today's Paintingu. And if you have any honor, you will pay for Paintingu. I shall return. Same time, same price, same Paintingu energy. Tomorrow. The worst is when you get the waking hallucination nightmares then from the fever. It's like when you wake up like oh fuck. like you were just like 2 seconds ago you were being chased by a giant rabbit with fucking like knives for hands or something, like telling you to give it the cookie. Like oh, right. Be good, be true, be beautiful, and I shall see you soon, my beloved Japanites. Sayonara! Tunes are fucking lit.